Hello, Sam here, and welcome back to Big Nerds Wargaming, where in this video we continue our spooky themed narrative battle report series, The City of the Living Dead. Now this is a homebrew Warhammer 40K narrative where Andrew and I command a ragtag group of Imperial survivors who are making their way across the Hive City overrun with zombies in hopes of making a desperate escape so that they can deliver a cure for the zombie phage virus. If you missed the first part of this, I recommend you check out part 1 with the link in the description. Also, if you want to play this scenario on your own, we have provided all the rules shown here in a mission pack which is available for download, which you can also find in this video's description. Lastly, if you like what we do here on the channel and you want to support us, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below and let us know what you think. These interactions really do help the channel grow and also enables more people to find our videos. We have Phase 2 is beginning. What is the goal, Andrew?
The goal is, as always, to escape and not die. But in particular with this one, there's this little spot here where there's 2 slots. Those 2 slots are missing batteries. Batteries which power the fuel station, the Promethium station, yes. And these are our little batteries that must be found somewhere on the board. Now, we're not saying it's the entire board. It's actually going to be these 4 cargo containers, because cargo containers hold things like batteries. So, we get to each one, and we have to try to find it. Again, it's going to be a dice roll, and if it's a good dice roll, then we found them, and then we can pick them up and tick them and slot them in. If it's a bad dice roll, aka a 1, we found zombies in there, because they got in and somebody shut the door. So, could be bad, could be good, but we'll see. In the meantime, we have repopulated this part of the board with baddies. We have a few bigger units of zombies this time.
Yes.
This one was actually 2 separate groups, but they scattered into the same location, so they're now a super group of zombies.
Super group.
And finally, we're starting to see some nastier things in the form of plague bearers.
Demons of Nurgle.
They're starting to manifest, so this should get interesting. We do have 8 points of interest this time, 8 Auspex readings.
Here,
so
here, there, and here.
We have slightly modified this to make it a little more interesting. We are playtesting on the fly, so hopefully you guys find a bunch of fun with that. Instead of it being a 5+, to get something good out of these things, we're dropping it to a 4+, to make it more interesting. And
yes,
because we are horribly outnumbered. We have lost a ton of men in the first mission alone, so...
But luckily, from the weapons cache we picked up, we did get a melt-a-gun and a grenade launcher.
Yep. So, not all as bad. Came out a little bit ahead, so...
Indeed.
Let's fight the board.
Let's do it. So, I guess let's just start with moving.
Sure. Yeah, they haven't detected us yet, but they will shortly, so...
In our first movement phase, the aggressors and guardsmen moved up closer to that huge group of zombies in hopes of clearing them off the board quickly and opening up the access to the walkway. In the shooting phase, the guardsmen fired all their weapons into the unit of zombies and managed to kill 6 of them, despite Andrew rolling 3 6s on the Poxwalker Feel No Pain on that first volley. Then the Medi-tech and the Kazarkin Sergeant fired in and knocked down another 2 zombies. Lastly, the aggressors incinerated 7 of them with their Flamestorm gauntlets, leaving only 4 zombies left from that super unit. A solid first shooting phase. Thematic, or if you want to charge some.
Yep.
Here we go!
Oh,
6.
I don't think that'll do.
Can I spend a command point?
Actually, 6 will make it.
Let's do it.
Get them in there. Okay, now they're going thud, 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 thud. Smash!
Here come their power fists. In the fight phase, the aggressors smashed 2 zombies with their power fists, and when the zombies fought back, they failed to land any wounds on the aggressors.
Excellent. And you are within range of this. What is
it?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Disappointment.
And now the zombies are up. After hearing the sound of gunfire, the zombies and the plague bearers started to make their way towards the commotion caused by the guardsmen and the aggressors. We also rolled for the Auspex token near the crater on the center of the board, which, like the first one, turned out to be nothing. I guess they'll try to charge?
Yeah, they're falling close enough. Which means they can get overwatched too.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. And the zombies failed their charge into the guardsman unit, suffering 3 casualties from Overwatch. Distance is key.
As we learned the first game, stay away from the zombies. They're scared getting close.
Yes.
Up close.
How many poxwalkers are over there on the aggressors?
2!
2! Alright, here we go.
4 Medi-tech.
Nothing.
Okay, let's do some aggressive dice rolling here. 3 and 3.
They're gone.
Just whoosh. Oh, just short. Oh no, we'll have to move the Space Marines closer to that objective.
Yeah.
I'm also going to say they probably can't climb the ladder.
Space Marines?
Yeah, the aggressors anyway, because they're basically walking tanks. Ah, well.
It's in the margin of error.
Close enough. All right. See if these Space Marines can discover something good. They do! What is it, though? Guardsmen! All right, we have happened across a squad of surviving guardsmen from another regiment. They bring with them a missile launcher.
Nice. For the rest of the movement phase, we opted for a stealth strategy. The plan this turn is to not shoot or advance, rather to stick to the normal moves and maintain a distance greater than 12 inches from the zombies to prevent them from automatically moving towards us on their turn.
Zombie turn.
Zombie turn. In the zombies movement phase, our stealth strategy paid off as only the plague bearers, being more intelligent than the zombies, moved closer to our units, whereas all the other zombies more or less stayed put. I guess they're not going to charge, right?
No. They're now too far away to see or sense.
Perfect. Alright, back to our turn.
Back to us. Send the guardsmen up the ladders.
Starting up the movement phase, Andrew moved the guardsmen up on the platform to get an aerial shot and to also uncover that blip.
Oh, yeah. Something good. Nope, nothing whatsoever. That is now 3 2s. You are banned from searching these tokens.
In the rest of the movement phase, the aggressors moved up to hold the line against the plague bearers on their way. The guardsmen and Medi-tech moved closer to the small ruin behind the aggressors. In our shooting phase, we once again opted for stealth and held our fire. So now we're going to go into the zombies' turn. These guys can not see?
Yep, still snots.
They're going to shuffle. They stay still.
Sweet.
Plague
Got
bearers.
confused.
5. Poxwalkers back here, stay put.
Yeah, you get +1 charge. That's cool.
Poxwalkers back here. Move 2 inches.
We're finally starting to get the scent.
And I think that's all the movement.
Yep.
No charges. So I think we can roll right back into our turn.
Yes. Right back to the Imperials. Here we go. All right. Guys up on top. Man firing positions.
The rest of our movement phase, we moved up the aggressors to get in range of the plague bearers, and we sent the Kazarkin sergeant and the Medi-tech up the ladder on the upper walkway. We then moved our guardsman squad just close enough so that the special weapons could take a shot at that zombie unit approaching near the plague bearers. In our shooting phase, the guardsman squad fired the grenade launcher, melta, and las guns and only killed 3 zombies. Next up, the aggressors shot at the plague bearers with their flamestorm gauntlets, and despite landing many wounding hits, only one of those went through because, once again, Andrew's dice rolled very high on the invulnerable save.
Dice, man. Freaking dice.
There goes turn. Here we go. In the zombies movement phase, the far unit of zombies moved up their random directions, and the nearby unit moved 6 inches towards the guardsmen and the aggressors. When it came time for the charge phase, the plague bearers charged into the aggressors, who fired Overwatch against them and dealt 3 wounds, which took out 2 plague bearers. Then the poxwalkers nearby attempted to charge, but only rolled a 5, which is not far enough to get into combat this turn.
Plague bearers go first.
Hitting on 3s.
No 6s. That is delightful.
Yeah. And these are strength 4, toughness 6.
5s either way.
3 saves. Minus 1 AP.
Yeah, pushing them.
Moving on 4.
Oh, one takes a hurt.
We take a hurt.
And then fight back. Oh, good start. Alright, got 4.
4.
Excellent.
And these are 2 damage, so these are dead plague
Ooh,
bears.
they are powerful. You're right. Reroll for twin links. That's better.
Alright, no 5s. Please.
I'm gonna try. Yeah, oh, poops, I did all but one again. Gerp.
Man, those guys are tough.
Well, because I'm making all but one are saving every single time.
I know.
I gotta stop doing that.
How come we couldn't roll saves like that for the guardsmen?
That's a really damn good point.
Right? They
That
just
would've
kept
been
on
super.
dropping like flies. Alright, so I guess that's the end of the demon turn.
It is.
On to Imperials.
In our movement phase, the guardsmen on top, with the Medi-tech and Kazakhan sergeant, made advances along the upper walkway. After completing their move, the nearby Auspex token became visible, so Andrew made a roll to see what we found.
Space Marines! Yes!
A lone sergeant with a combi flamer and power fist, along with a missile launcher, heard the commotion and came by to lend aid. We then moved the new unit of Space Marines away from the zombies to trigger the other Auspex token near the power generators. Lo and behold, we found more reinforcements in the form of 3 Kazakhan. Once in position, we moved them to the nearby crate to begin our search for the batteries necessary to power the fueling station.
Alright, so we should shoot with these Space Marines into these zombies?
Yes.
In the shooting phase, our new Space Marine allies fired into the unit of zombies in front of them. The missile launcher took out 2 zombies, and the Sarge's combi weapon failed horribly. Having forgetting to move the guardsmen near the aggressors, we opted to move them backwards, and took a shot at that Poxwalker unit nearby, killing just one of them. And lastly, our newfound Kazakhan allies searched the crate nearby, and they did not find the missing power generators.
Okay, aggressors can't shoot, they are engaged, so now we go to fight phase. Plague Bearers fight first.
In the fight phase, the Plague Bearers attacked the aggressors and dealt a single wound on the already wounded aggressor. When they fought back, the aggressors destroyed 2 more Plague Bearers.
I think that'll end the Imperial's turn.
I think it does.
Technical difficulties. Camera died, so I had to swap it out. So if the picture looks a little different from the top, that is why. But we're carrying on. It is the zombies' turn.
In the zombies' next movement phase, we got lucky with a low roll on the unit near the Tactical Marines. The unit to the south end of the board remained out of the 24-inch range and was not alerted by the shooting on the previous turn. Then we rolled a hit on the scatter dice, so they remained stationary. Lastly, the unit near the Plague Bearers moved up 3 inches closer to the aggressors in the Guardsman squad. Then rolling right into the charge phase, the unit of zombies by the Tactical Marines made a successful charge into the Space Marines while remaining untouched by Overwatch fire. Lastly, the unit near the aggressors charged in and joined the fight with their Demon Plague Bearer kin.
Our Space Marine heroes are getting overwhelmed. Let's see if they can hold out.
In the zombies fight phase, the unit that charged the aggressors made 6 attacks and landed no wounds. Then the unit that charged the Tactical Marines dealt out a massive amount of attacks which resulted in 4 wounds, which luckily we managed to save.
I like this, Space Marines feel extra tough in this narrative game, as they should be.
Oh yeah, a hell of a lot tougher than the Guardsmen.
Next up, we activated the aggressors to fight the Plague Bearers, killing one of them. When the Plague Bearers fought back, we caught a break as they didn't manage a single wound against the aggressors and their Gravis armor. Lastly, the Space Marine Tactical Squad fought back against the zombie horde, and the Sergeant smashed 2 more undead with his Power Fist.
Alright, top of the Imperium turn.
Yes.
Well, I think we could run down the gangplank and see what these blips are all about.
During movement, the infantry squad on the gangplank made a normal move so that they could shoot down at the zombies below. The Kazakhan on the ground made their way over to the nearby crate to search for the missing power cells, and the guardsmen by the aggressors started to move back up forward as the threat had decreased. After getting a range of that last Auspex blip, we we roll to see what we got.
Space Marines!
Yes!
Oh yeah, this is getting ridiculous now. Love it.
Knowing what will be coming ahead in Part 3, we decided to go for 2 Eradicators. After placing the Eradicators, we moved them closer to the edge to shoot down the zombies below.
Yeah.
Well, should we scan this crate for the
Yes.
power things?
Go ahead and scan the crates.
What do we need to roll?
5 up. Basically what we've been rolling for Auspex things,
No.
that's what we should have been rolling for these.
It is not in the red crates.
Okay.
After failing to find the power cells, we began the shooting phase. The guardsmen on the walkway fired into the zombie unit below by the tactical squad, and every shot missed. Then the Medi-tech and the Kazakhstan sergeant fired below, and they killed 3 zombies. Next up, the Space Marines fired all of their guns, as they have the ability to fall back and shoot. However, they only killed 1 more. Lastly, the Eradicators fired down and nuked 3 zombies from the unit near them.
Alright, so now we're going to go into the fight phase. Alright, so I guess the Plague Bearers are going to go first. There's 2 of them.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Looks like 4 hits. No lethal.
Good.
And 1 wound.
Because it's just straight 4.
Oh, we take a wound on the aggressors.
That is 1 aggressor goes down.
Oh, for real? We lost one?
We lost an aggressor.
Oh, no.
And now come the zombies.
Should the aggressor fight?
You should take on the Plague Bearers.
Yeah.
Because those are still going to be the tougher to deal with. I mean, it's a piece of cake for him, but
3 hits.
3 is the wound. Yeah.
Alright, don't roll any 5s.
I'm going to try not roll 5s. I have no idea how. Yeah, do your psychic on me. Alright.
Yes!
Wiped out the Plague Bearers.
Finally! Those are nasty.
At the loss of a brother. But we took out this round's Plague Bearers.
So now those 4 Poxwalkers are going to fight the aggressor. 8 attacks, hitting on 5s. 2 hits, and wounding on 5s.
6s.
6s, 1 wound.
1 wound, oh no. Dun, dun, dun. Oh no! He is hurt.
Down to 2. Lovely. Alright, so as the top of the zombie turn, after they had just taken kind of a beating from the Space Marines, but they also, dealt their fair share.
They did.
So these guys, they definitely know what's going on.
Still only are sluggish at D6 inches, but
So they're going to move.
straight toward the nearest enemy.
Oh, we didn't search the crates.
We did.
Oh, yeah, we did search the crates.
there's
Never mind.
nothing there.
These guys are going to move.
1 inch. That is the slowest moving unit of zombies unless they have to charge. They are the fastest.
Watch, they'll roll on a 12. That's all we have for zombie movement. So we're going to go in the charge phase. They can't charge up the ladders, so I guess these guys will stay put. These guys are going to charge the Marines for a 10-inch charge. But we are going to fire Overwatch.
Oh, yes we are.
Flamer! 5 shots.
No pain.
1 dies. Frag missile.
It's the guy
6
with the
shots.
track jack.
Hey, 2 hits with the frag missile.
It's good.
And 2 wounds with the frag missile.
Yeah. Okay. They just live, I guess.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
That's to us.
10 attacks, Poxwalkers. 3 hits. Wounding on 1 hit.
He's giving me a look right now. There we go. We're
There
fine.
we go. Better not feel this safe.
You saved the zombies, but not our guys.
Aggressive.
I think he should go. Smash down some zombies.
Smash.
Smash hard enough, did he?
Just 1.
Yeah, we'll call that dead. Bork.
And the 6 attacks back on him. No wounds.
Nada. You can hold him up.
So that will be the zombies' turn.
Yep.
Back to Imperium.
Yes, sir.
Well, we can fall back and shoot, so...
Yeah, we'll just do the same thing again.
In our movement phase, the tactical marines once again fell back towards the unsearched container so that they can shoot that unit of zombies that they were engaged with. The guardsmen, Kazarkan Sergeant, and Medi-tech continued their way down the industrial walkway towards the Eradicators, while the Kazarkan below moved towards the open yellow container. Lastly, the guardsmen near the aggressors made an advance towards the center of the zone.
The shooting phase.
In our shooting phase, the Eradicators started things off by blasting 3 zombies with their melter rifles. Next, the guardsmen on the walkway fired all their weapons at the zombies near the tactical marines and failed to land any wounds. Next, the tactical marines unloaded their weapons and killed just one of the zombies. Since the Kazarkan below were just out of range for searching the crate this turn, we had them also take a shot into the zombie unit, and they managed to wipe up the last 2 remaining. Then, moving into combat, the zombies engaged with the aggressors fought first, landing no wounds, and then when we fought back, the aggressor also failed to land any hits, leaving the combat in an embarrassing stalemate.
Alright, well that's the end of our turn. I guess we're going to the fight phase, right?
Yep. In which case, the aggressor goes first again. Hawk smash.
1.
He's slightly improving. Yeah, that smushes 1.
Smooshes 1. And then we have 2 left?
2. 2 fat guys left. Ooh, they scored a wound. Oh no. Oh no, he takes
no!
another wound.
Down to 1. I would really like to not lose the aggressor.
Well, same here, but see, the problem is he should probably fall back this turn. So we can just shoot him.
Yeah.
So we can just wipe him out with the good strong stuff instead of relying on his 3 wimpy attacks.
That's fair.
Hit as good as a guardsman.
We'll move these guys here so they can shoot down. These guys will move to the crate.
Check it out, see what's inside.
These guys will also move to the crate.
The sergeant and the other dude, oh yeah, puts on some speed. Yeah, you finally cleared the way for me. Good job, guys. Woo!
Nice.
Wait up. These guardsmen should move.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't need to move too far because they want to stay within rapid fire. So this guy is going to fall back and follow along. Ooh, I'm tired.
The Eradicators, get rid of those guys.
Ideally.
1 hit with the multi-melta. Wound with the multi-melta. Hit with the melter rifle. Wound with the melter rifle.
How much damage?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
See if the Space Marines find the power canisters. They do not. So by default,
that means yellow crates.
the Kazarkan find it. And it was funny because it's the one that was open.
Oh, clearly, that was the trick. All they had to do was open it.
They find the power canisters.
Trying to help out. Frag missile, maximum effect. 3 hits. 2 wounds. Do those zombies survive? No, only 1.
How come I always roll at least 1 6 or 5?
I don't know. Last gun wound. Yes! Finishes him off.
Yes. Okay. So with that,
We can kind of expedite this process since there are no more hostiles in the target area.
they're gonna move up.
Yep.
Install the power canisters.
The rules for this are, once you find the batteries, you want to pick them up with a model. And when that model's holding a battery, I mean the batteries are like this big in real life, so he's holding it. It means
Exactly
he
right.
cannot shoot and he cannot run. So otherwise, just deliver it and you're in business. So the stormtroopers, Kazarkan, have delivered the batteries to the pumping station and is pumping fuel again. And now we must make our way to Zone 3, the final showdown.
And that concludes part 2 of the City of the Living Dead. Stay tuned for the final chapter where our survivors must make their way to the Valkyrie and the landing pad, and hold off the oncoming waves of undead while the ship is getting prepped for takeoff. Will they make it off this rock with the cure for the virus, or will they get devoured by the forces of Nurgle in this epic last stand? The conclusion will be arriving to this channel very soon, so don't forget to subscribe or you'll miss it. Leave a comment and let us know what you think about this battle report. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.